Gosh, glizzy. Sorry, I know they called that, but it's a hot dog. Anyway, good morning, y'all. Good morning, everybody tuning in this morning. How's y'all morning been so far? Good. Good morning. Y'all sang Reckless Love this morning? I didn't even know. I randomly was up there talking about songs that when they blew up everywhere. And we was naming a couple of songs that was like that, and I was like, man, when Reckless Love came out, it was everywhere. And he was like, we sang that this morning, and I was like, oh, that's still one of my favorite songs. Reckless Love, Gratitude, still one of my favorite songs. I know the Lord will provide. That's one of my favorite songs. I'm like I think that's part of my thing with Christian rap music now, is that I just don't even really listen to it no more. There ain't nothing against it. I understand completely the benefits of it, and I'm grateful for it because we ain't even have them options when I was a kid. It was like Scarface, Tupac, never was Nas in my house. Nothing against Nas, but like, you know, if I want to go to sleep, I'll just put on like something else. But sorry. Maybe Nas will see this and post it. I don't know. But anyway, those guys. But it wasn't no real options like music-wise that wasn't like talking about street life or secular things. And I guess it depends on the household you grow up in, because my mom and dad were like active gang members when I was a kid. So what was in our house was what was in our house. And there was no like conviction about it, or like you didn't feel nothing about it. You know, I've tried to watch movies with my kids that's like, yo, man, we watched this when I was a kid, and turn it on, and I'm like 5 minutes in and I turn it off like, yo, my bad. I had no idea it was this bad. And so, you know, you kind of grow up in that stuff, and it's normal. It's nothing wrong with it. Like, sin is not called sin. It's just life. You know, there's no correction in those things. There's no conviction in those things. There's no, you know, it's not wrong. You know, and until your eyes are open to what is the things of God, then you kind of walk around with blinders on. You know, the funny thing is you find yourself at some point when you see stuff and you start saying stuff like, I can't believe I thought this was okay. That's when you know that you stepped into a place of like God removing the veil and things look completely different. It's like taking y'all ever in school put the drunk goggles on? Y'all ever did that for y'all? The goggles that make you seem drunk, and you take them off, and it's kind of like the drunk goggles come off, and you start seeing stuff clear again. And you're like, yo, like I was bugging out this whole time. So becoming a new creation in Christ makes you look at things a lot different. Anyway, who's the next to phase up? A lot of y'all new. A lot of new guys in here. Who? Charles? That might be the next one, at least from this group in here. So come on then, Charles. Give me pillar number 10. What? Pillar number 10. Okay. That's a good start. Yeah. Uh-huh. Is this how you study it? We must. Those are the tough ones for you. Okay, do your best with 10. Give me what you know, number 10. Come on, pillar number 10. You mixed it up. Pillar number 10. Do you got a binder? Yes. Next door? Why are you living next door? What about you? Living next door? Hold on. Okay, close enough won't get it. You gotta get them all though. We must acknowledge that grace has no end, and we must pursue intimacy with the God of all creation that we call Abba. That is pillar number 10. Were you guys here yesterday when I talked about binders? No? You've been here for a couple of days, though. Okay. All right, I'll let you guys go. All I was going to make y'all do is push-ups anyway. Yeah, I was going to say, you better have a binder by now. You've been here for a while. What's your name, man?
Mark.
Mark?
Yeah.
All right.
And my binder, it don't have the pillars in the front.
All right, this is your last time going to the restroom, Mark. You went 16 times in my class yesterday. After this, it's 25 push-ups every time you go to the restroom. Oh, you ain't going to the restroom to get some water? Even more. We must acknowledge that grace has no end. First of all, do you know what grace is? Anybody? Go ahead. Yeah, you. Unmerited. Oh yeah, we got to bring the mic. Unmerited favor. He already said it, but just get prepared. Unmerited favor.
Unmerited favor.
Unmerited favor. It is unearned, not deserved favor of God. Anybody feel like, how about this, at the bare minimum, anybody just feel like God giving you another chance is probably undeserved? I know that I've done enough stuff, bro, where I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, Lord, I would have quit on me by now. If I'm honest. Because this ain't my second chance, y'all. Can I be real with y'all? This ain't my second chance. This ain't my third, fourth, fifth. I don't know the number. I just know that I have been given a plethora of chances. I couldn't give you a specific number. I know that I have messed up over and over and over and over again. The parts that hurt me the most was the times that I've messed up knowing that I knew better. Those are the times that break my heart for the Lord, where I go, man, Lord, thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercy. Because if I'm honest, you had every right to just say, never mind to me in that moment. Will you hit that button for Josh? So understanding grace first is important. Understanding grace first is important. Knowing that it is the undeserved, unearned favor of God. Why is that important for you to understand? Because we must acknowledge that grace has no end. God goes to no ends in the favor that he gives to us. Now, this is a side note. Now, does that give us the right to just abuse it all day, every day? Because at some point, you're just telling God, I could care less about what you think, how you feel, or anything. I'm doing me because you got to give me grace. No, he chooses to. But at some point in time, like, man, you got to pursue intimacy. Listen, we must acknowledge that grace has no end, and we must pursue intimacy. Then what does it mean to pursue?
Read the word, study them, seek them.
Nah. Give me. That's a good church answer. That is a good answer, and it's the right answer. Give me a practical answer for somebody who ain't never walked into a church.
I'll break it down like this.
Hold on. You feel like it's kind of like this?
I'll break it down.
Oh shoot. Oh, all right. No. I'm just talking about this. Talking about to the dude who ain't never been to a church. Tell me what it mean to pursue.
And to pursue the intimacy of God is like going after that woman you've always wanted, that you just keep going and going.
I'm be trying to use my example. Go on, get out of here. Don't try to use my example. It is. I gotta still teach it. I just need a definition. Okay.
I don't have a definition, but like.
But whatever you see is the definition of pursue.
Man, if it's a girl that I like, I'm like always like, but it's serious though. But like, cause like for people who have never been to church, like you can relate to like that girl or a pair of tennis shoes. Let's just put it on. Let's put on a pair of tennis shoes.
Absolutely.
If I want them shoes, I'm gonna constantly leave notes around. I'm gonna leave hints. I'm saying I'm gonna have a picture of it. I'm pursuing it. I'm imagining it. I see them on my feet.
Yeah, my go-to is I send my wife a little picture like, ain't these cute? Would you
like,
think I was attractive in these?
Like pursuing something like for real, like even when it come down to like sports,
Yeah.
like I'm locked in.
Or go after it.
Go out all in behind it.
Let's get Charles real quick and then I'm gonna go into it.
It's like intimacy, right?
Well, no, pursue. Let's take it one word at a time.
All right, pursuing is chase, and intimacy is something private.
How about this? Anybody ever had the police in pursuit of them? Raise your hand if the police have ever been in pursuit of you. Do they chase you for a minute and go, nah, he's too fast?
No, they're gonna get you.
Do they drive at, well, I mean, if you're really fast, listen, the cop will be like, all right, we'll just catch him later. But you ever had them driving after you and they go, man, that Volkswagen's too fast for my cop car. When they pursue you, they go after you. And then you ever been pursued through one county to the next county? They'll pass you off. They'll hand you off to the next ones. Well, we coming in, now what happened? Yes, we're following him. He's, no, we'll catch him. He's in the Volkswagen, okay? We're coming into your county right now, and we're gonna pass him on off to y'all. They do whatever they can to catch you. They are after you. To pursue means to go after. It doesn't mean to give a half-hearted effort. It doesn't mean to start to go after and give up. Pursuing, going back to the example that my brothers use of a woman. Bro, if you really want a woman, you're going to do everything you can to get her. If you really want her. I'll share something with y'all. Listen, pursue defined is to follow, chase, or strive towards something. To follow, chase, or strive towards something. Can I tell you something? It is a well-known fact to everybody, pretty much everybody in my family, I can't cook. Can't cook. I eat really well. I don't cook good at all. I ain't good at cooking. If you go make me something, I got you on some cereal. I can make some really good cereal. Yeah, some real good cereal. Yeah. I can make some eggs. Super easy. I can make some ramen. And that oven, boy, it's my go-to, boy. I throw a DiGiorno in there so quick. Little DiGiorno, little hot pocket in the microwave, get you right. And then they came out with this new thing a little while ago, a few years ago, called
air fryer.
What? The air fryer? Go-to, baby. You can put everything in it. They got whole air fryer cookbooks now. But I put pizza rolls in the air fryer now, bruh. Bruh. I got this thing where I put the piece of bread and some pizza sauce, some cheese and pepperoni on it, and put it in the air fryer. Pizza. Boy, they started getting air fryers in prison. People gonna be like, I won't leave. But I'm just saying, I can't cook. But listen, there was this girl. I liked her a lot. I ain't gonna lie. And this is back when, conversations were real conversations. I couldn't text her. And then it took too long to text. Back when texting was first out, y'all know, number 1 is ABC. Number 2 is DEF. GHI, JKL, MNO, all the way down. And so if I wanted to text bad to somebody, I had to push 1 twice to get to the B. Wait a second. Press 1 once to get to the A. Wait a second. And then, do you know how long it used to take to text, bro? Boy? So I didn't have that. This was back when you would talk to a girl on the phone and have real conversation. And so this girl, man, I liked this girl. I did. She was one of the first I mean, I had all kinds of girls, but this one girl I really liked. And so we started talking. And so I'm like, I'm pursuing this girl. And so one day I'm like, man, I'm gonna do something for her. Cause I used to have an old Caprice. And so I used to pick her up for school in the morning. And one morning I pulled up on her. And I had made her some breakfast. I can't even cook, y'all. But I didn't care. I was pursuing this. I wanted this girl. I liked her. So I was pursuing her with everything in me because it meant a lot to me to get this girl. I wanted her. Other girls I didn't pursue like this. This one I did because it was something that I saw in her that I wanted. And so I even went out of my way to do something that's not in my regular character. I made her breakfast. Y'all know what I made her for breakfast? Eggs, waffles, toast. Only one of them takes real effort. Everything else you put in the toaster. But nonetheless, I made her breakfast, pulled up on her in my Caprice. She came out to the car, said, I just whipped up a little something at the crib for you. She ate a little breakfast, you know what I'm saying? So she ate a little breakfast and stuff. And later on, once we got married, she was like, remember that little whack breakfast you made me that one time? I'm like, whoa, hold up. That came from the heart. She was like, you ain't make nothing but the eggs. I said, nonetheless, I brought you breakfast. But I was pursuing her because I wanted her. And the problem is that people want God a little bit. But they're not willing to pursue him with their whole heart, like go after him. And that's why some of the questions and things that we get in here, it's not nothing against any of the questions that people are asking, but I'm saying like some of them are basic only because people are like, how do I get to this place? You have to pursue him completely. He has to be something that you want every day. Listen, when you are actually pursuing a woman that you like, you think about her all the time and you try to play it cool because you don't want to blow her text up. You don't want to text her all the time. You don't want to call her all the time. But in reality, you want to text her all the time and you want to call her all the time. You just don't want her to get tired of you. You have a God in heaven who's never tired of your pursuit. And you can pursue him with your whole heart. When you want him more than anything, nothing will stop your pursuit of him. You'll go after him and you will lay everything aside in that moment to get to him. We got a question over here, Giovanni. Hold on real quick. Yeah. He good. JT.
So I had a devotion this morning.
You had what?
A devotion this morning.
Yes, sir.
It says, we now worship God in spirit and truth. Mm-hmm. And this has been ongoing in my life. It's like the shoes and it's like the girl. When I pursue that, I can touch it. I can feel it. I can see it.
Yeah.
Devotion says that God is a spirit. That's his essence. And like, that's going to be the transition. That's going to be a hard one. Because I've always struggled with the simple fact that if I'm pursuing something, there's always been something I can grab onto, I can touch. But I have to let him lead me into understanding that I can still pursue him and he'll reveal himself to me in ways that'll be good enough for me.
Absolutely.
Because it's going to be on the personal level. Because like I've always had to have something tangible to see, to hold, to touch. Like I don't really, I think everybody has it. You really don't believe in something that you can't see until you see it. You know what I'm saying? So like, but the Bible uses phrases as the hand of God, the eye of God.
Yeah.
And like you just have to let him lead you. But when you first came into believing in God and you heard that right there, we must worship him in spirit and truth, coming from your background, like what allowed you to actually grab a hold to something like that when it says, when you know that God is a spirit?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I had no point of reference of what to go to, but I had this woman in my life who was my grandmother. And boy, her faith that she had made me know the fact that I knew that she was real, the fact that I knew that she loved, the fact that I knew that she didn't lie, the fact that I knew that this was just what she said was what she said, and when her word was her word, and the fact that all of that, I knew that if she was pursuing something, it was real. So I had this point of reference to the Lord through somebody that I trusted with everything that was in me. So when I saw God in her. And I was like, it's no way she would lead me to something that wasn't real. So that was the little bit that I had in me. And then as I started to pursue the Lord on my own, he started to give me my own revelations and show me different things through people that I was associated with, through everything. You want to know, like, listen, I knew God was real early at an early age, but the first time I saw God with my own eyes was when my daughter was born. And I walked into the hospital room because her mom had a C-section, so I wasn't in there. I was a kid. I was 18. I walked into that room and I saw that little girl laying right there, and I was like, man, that little human came from me. There was no scientific way that you could have told me that the sperm cell goes into the egg and blah, blah, blah. That, to be real with you in that moment, that would have made less sense to me. It was just something powerful and God-like in the fact that this little human came from me and was laying there in that bed that had my eyes and everything and looked like me. And I was like, man, that was the first time I had saw God. And that was the most tangible thing that I had ever seen. Was I ready to have a kid at 18? Absolutely not. But did it change and shift my whole life? Absolutely. That was the moment that I started running after him. Now, did I still do a bunch of wild stuff? Yeah, because I was still a young wild dude. But did I know that God was even more real in that moment? Absolutely. So my pursuit of him became a little bit different because I had seen something that changed my whole perspective. Listen to the next part. It says pursue intimacy. What's intimacy? Closeness. A lot of times, what's the main thing that we correlate intimacy with? Sex right away, right? But intimacy isn't just sex. Can we have a sex conversation? They might clip this. They always clip my sex conversations for some reason. It's kind of weird, but sex can feel different this time from the last time, but with the same woman. Am I correct about that?
Facts. Yep.
It could be with the same woman and feel even better this time than it did the last time, or maybe not as good this time as it did the last time. Why?
Because
it's different. The intimacy is different. Now, sex can be perverted, okay? But ask a woman if sex is different from her when you have pursued her all day, from the morning to the night. Told her that she looked good, told her that she smelled good. Gave her a kiss, opened the door for her. Listen, you ain't got to open the door for me. Listen, we men, right? You ain't got to kiss me all day, compliment me all day, nothing all day. You can just come in the room naked and I'm going to go, let's do it. But women, intimacy is a little bit different. By the time we get to the night and I have pursued her all day long, by the time we get to the place of intimacy, it's just going to be different. It's going to be different for her. She's going to want you differently. She's going to give it to you differently. This is just me being honest, but I'm only equating it to intimacy because God is the same way. That what I mean by that is my pursuit of him all day and everything that I do and how I walk and how I talk and how I engage with his children all around me. In my reading, in my prayer, in my fasting, am I allowing myself to get away from all distractions so that I spend intimate time with him, one-on-one, alone with him? My pursuit of him is different. I pursue intimacy with the Lord. And in that, you have no choice but to see results. Some of us are like, man, how do I get to this point? Pursue intimacy. Tap him for me, please, Caesar. My boy's struggling today. It's all good. I know, look, I see everybody struggling this morning. We need to all do one of these this morning. Everybody want to take a sip of my coffee? Yeah. Get it back and be like, what? Yeah, go ahead. I know y'all gotta wake up. I feel it. I get it. I know some mornings harder than others. It's all good. I might be boring today. It's all right. Might be more entertaining tomorrow.
We had that run today. Yeah, we had a run.
Oh, y'all did the Indian run. Dang, why y'all ain't tell me I would have did it with y'all? Anyway, next week. All right. I think I go out of town this. Oh man, I'm gonna miss it again. Don't worry, we'll get a day in. Matt yesterday was like, "You want to do the Indian run with us tomorrow?" I was like, "Yeah, save me a spot." We must pursue intimacy with the God of all creation. Here's the awesome thing about it: we must pursue intimacy with the God of all creation. Not only should we pursue intimacy with Him, we get to. Do y'all understand what that means? I want y'all to understand this. For those who might be new, maybe new to the Bible, maybe I know some of y'all have learned the Bible, know the Bible, different things, but I always want to get to this. You have to understand that at one point in time, there was a separation from us and the Father. In fact, if you go back to the Israelites, what did they keep on doing in order to get God to do stuff?
Sacrifice.
No. Who would they talk to?
Oh, the high priest.
Moses. Remember when they were leaving, when they left Egypt and they were trying to go to the promised land? Every single time they wanted something to happen, they'd go, "Hey, Moses, hey, can you holler at him for us real quick? We hungry."
Manna.
And he dropped manna from heaven.
They got mad.
Then after a while, they start complaining. Manna every day. Food is dropping from the sky. Don't know if you understand how dope this is. But this is crazy. But I get it. Listen, I get it. The fact that we get to eat every day is good, but sometimes we get tired of what we eat every day. My wife does meal prep every week. By Thursday, she's like, "You want this?" She's tired of it. So I get it. But even then, what was the next thing he gave them? Quail. He gave them quail after that. But every single time they had to go to Moses and go, "Hey, Moses, you think we can get a little meat with this man now? Little something? Make a sandwich?" Yeah. They ain't got no Franks? Little Franks girl? But they had to go to Moses. They had to go to Moses to holler at God for him. The reason this goes to what we're talking about. The fact that when it says that we must pursue intimacy with the Lord, right? With the God of all creation, is at one point in time they had to go to Moses to go talk to God for themselves. Then listen, somebody came and ended that when Christ came. And now we have connection to the Father, where we can actually pray for our own selves. And we can actually pursue intimacy. The Israelites always had to go through somebody else. You don't have to go through anybody else. Listen, we have the sacrifice that was made for us, where we can go in Jesus' name. Father, I pray right now. It's a little bit different. Yeah, like, well, what does that have to do with anything? I just want to let you know that not only must we pursue intimacy with the God of all creation, we get to. I understand. Can I tell y'all something? I understand that that's like, so? Okay, cool. Yeah, we've always been able to, because you've always been able to. So we get used to how life is. Yeah, we just pray. At one point in time, they had no connection with God, and you get to. And so we say, when you must pursue intimacy with the God of all creation. You get to pursue intimacy with the God of all creation. And He wants intimacy with you too. Ooh. That we call Abba. Any of y'all grow up without your dad? Anybody grow up without your dad? Raise your hand. Hi, I just want to see. Just curious. If you had your stepdad in your life, put your hand down, because he definitely counts. Because my stepdad was in my life, so I'll never raise my hand and say I grew up. My biological father wasn't there, but yeah. Okay. Doesn't it feel? Isn't it maybe something in you that's like, man, I would have loved to have a relationship with my father and have a good father? Can I tell you something? You get to now. It might not be that guy that you're thinking of, but it is a Father in heaven who says, I want. You ain't got to go find him and hope he shows up. You ain't got to wait for him to come and he never pulls up on you. He's here every day saying, hey, son, I would love to have a relationship with you. And if you want to, I would love for you to come after me because I've been waiting on you. Listen, when we go to the story of the prodigal son, Doug talks about it all the time. One of the most powerful parts of the story is that when the son who took his inheritance left, squandered it on all kind of crazy stuff. The story says prostitutes and this and that and everything you could think of.
Everything.
And when he says he came to his senses, he said, I'm just going to come back and tell my dad that I'll be a servant. My favorite part, and it should be everybody's favorite part, is it said that when he came, that the father ran to him. He didn't randomly run to him. That means that his father came out every day like, man, I hope my son comes back home. He probably had people around him like, man, your son been gone for a while. He ain't coming back. He got his money. He got this. He don't need to come back.
He got his check, he was gone.
Yeah, he got his check. It was gone. And his dad came out every single day and said, man, I can't wait for my son to come back. I hope he comes back. And that one, listen, can I tell you something that's super powerful? That one morning, think about how good it made the father to come outside and go, that's my son. To where he would run to him and bless him with the finest things and throw a party for him. Do you understand that you have a Father in heaven right now who allows you to pursue intimacy with him and who is looking for you to come to him every single day, who can't wait to hear from you in the morning when you wake up, who can't wait to tuck you in at night when you have a conversation with him, who can't wait to help you through every single problem that you're having going on right now in your life, who can't wait to help you and wants that intimate relationship with you. He wants that. And we get to have it. But he's also a God who won't make you. He wants you to want him the same way that he wants you. And we get the opportunity to pursue an intimate relationship. How many of y'all grew up with a dad, but you wasn't really like close with him like that though? Anybody had that? Like he was around. Can I tell y'all something? I am the softest, most mushy dad ever. My son turns 14 next week. And he be like, Dad, chill, bruh. Because I'll walk up to him and like, give me a kiss. And he'll be like, Dad, come on, man. I ain't giving you no kiss, bruh. Chill. And I'll be like, nah, I love you, my baby.
No, for real. No, for real.
I hug him. He'll be laying in his bed. I'll go get in his bed with him and lay on him. He'll be like, Dad, come on, man. What you doing in my bed? Like, man, I just want to come hug my son, man. What are you talking about? Why? Because I love them. And when they come in the house, because they're teenagers now, he'll be 14, my other daughter's 17, my oldest is 21. And so when they come in the house, I go, they know, come tell Dad you love them. Because I want you.
Pursue.
Me too. It make Dad feel good to know that Dad's welcome when he comes home and or are excited to see him. And God feels the same way about you. So he loves you intimately in every single way. But he wants you to love him too. He won't make us. So we don't just pursue him. We get to pursue intimacy with the God of all creation that we call Abba. Second Timothy 2:13 says, we are faithless. He remains faithful, for he cannot disown himself. Romans 4:5-8 says, However, to the one who does not work but trusts God, who justifies the ungodly, their faith is credited as righteousness. David says the same thing when he speaks of the blessedness of the one to whom God credits righteousness apart from works. Blessed are those whose transgressions are forgiven, whose sins are covered. Blessed is the one whose sin the Lord will never count against them. It's letting you know that his grace has no end. It's letting you know that his grace has no end. His unearned, undeserved, unmerited, whatever word you want to put in there to let you know that you don't deserve, grace is for you and has no end. His favor. Mark 14:36 says, Abba, Father, he said, everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me. Yet not what I will, but what you will. Romans 8:17 says, now if we are children, then we are heirs. Heirs of God and co-heirs with Christ. If indeed we share in his sufferings, in order that we may also share in his glory. A God that loves you regardless of what you deserve, gives you grace that none of us can earn and none of us deserve, loves you intimately and gives you the opportunity to pursue him intimately, is the God that we're talking about. Pillar number 10. Can anybody say it to me that you ain't even got to be getting ready to phase up? Does anybody know it? Go ahead.
We must acknowledge that grace has no end. We must pursue intimacy with God of all grace and with all power.
Amen. We're going to end right now. You can end that, Charles. We're going to end right now because